Are you an empath? This video is on empathy. First, we have to understand the concept of hypervigilance. Then we can begin to unpack what empathy actually is, and of course, we'll end by how to begin to practice. So what is hypervigilance? Hypervigilance is a state of increased sensitivity and awareness to one's environment. Often it looks and feels like a scanning of the environment, usually for threats, and many times we feel our heart rate increase and maybe even our breathing change. We're on alert, we're even agitated. Many times this is then followed by conditioned behaviors aimed at establishing or reestablishing safety. So sometimes it looks like worrying about the people around us, tending to the people around us, trying to make the people around us feel a certain way so that then we can feel safer. This state of hypervigilance is connected to our nervous system. When we're in this state, we're actually in a state of fight or flight. Our nervous system is activated. So what is empathy? Empathy is defined as the ability to understand another's experience through two types of understanding. The first is emotional, or the ability to attune or sense what someone else might be feeling. And then the second level of understanding is a cognitive, or the ability to see the world through another's perspective. So what is the difference here? Empathy happens when we're not in that state of fight or flight activation. We actually need to be in a much more calm, receptive mode called the parasympathetic mode of our nervous system. Being calm and open and safe and receptive actually allows us to attune or to feel another's emotional experience. When we're in that state of hypervigilance or when our nervous system is activated, we're not actually truly sensing or feeling another person at all. We're really hyper-focused on ourselves and creating that safety for ourselves. So while we might look like we're tending to the world around us, actually our goal is aimed at changing our emotions, not at being open and receptive and truly feeling what someone else might be experiencing. So how do we begin to do the work? Because we cannot enter an empathetic state, we can't truly sense another person unless our nervous system is safe. We need to drop down and do the work to cultivate that balance in our nervous system. The system affects us and how to take care of our nervous system. This is the work in the body, learning how to regulate our body so we can shift from that fight or flight mode back into that calm, receptive mode of parasympathetic so we can actually receive that information about someone else, not about ourselves at all. I'd love to hear your questions on this topic.